Basketball players, athletes, pay attention. I'm going to tell you a story, and I think it might change your life. So when I was 15, 16 years old, I decided that I really loved basketball. I'd played a few sports up until then, but I really loved basketball. And I went to Barnes & Noble, and I was looking for basketball training guides. So I went to sports section, found basketball, and I just grabbed like 3 books. I had like a $50 Barnes & Noble gift certificate. Anyways, I take them home, and one book was entitled Basketball Fundamentals, right? So I remember going in my bedroom, and I sit down, and I start reading this book, and I flip the book over, and I go, what the fuck is this? The book was entitled Basketball Fundamentals, but when I flipped it over, it had mentals in all capital letters. It was a mental training guide. And I went, holy S-H-I-T. This is exactly what I need. And I devoured it. And then I devoured every psychology book I could. So from the time of 15, I've been reading nothing but psychology books. But here's the thing, okay? I absolutely loved basketball. And I put in a lot of physical work. I put in a lot of reps. So between my freshman and my sophomore year, I had a Lonzo Ball type form. Actually, my form was so bad, it made Lonzo Ball look like Klay Thompson, okay? Anyways, I fixed my form. So I think from freshman to sophomore year, I did mostly all physical training, and I got decent for my sophomore year. What they would do is they'd put you on varsity. The good JV players, they put on varsity until the football season was done. So I was on varsity for a little bit, and they had a really stacked team. I think like 3 or 4 of the starting 5 went D1. So I went back to JV, had a decent JV season. So it was after my JV season, after my sophomore year, I find this book. So between sophomore and junior year, I start to train my mind mentally. I start to visualize. I learn how to talk to myself. I learn about body language. I set anchors to get in the zone. I had a pre-game routine. I also, had certain drills I could do to get over a bad performance. And I remember in high school, I thought, when I'm out of high school, I'm going to make a mental training company for basketball players. And then in 2003, I founded Basketball Brain. It was just a PDF at first that I sent out to people. And then in 2009-ish or so, I put the program online. Now, I tell you all of that to say this. I accidentally found that book, and it changed my life. So from my sophomore to my junior year, I really improved. Skill, I put in a lot of reps, but I learned how to train my mind. When I learned how to train my mind, I think I shot like 50% from the three-point line, about 50% from the field, and like 85 or 90 from the free throw line. And I started getting letters from colleges. I got letters from a bunch of D2s, I got letters from D1s. The ultimate in my life was to get a letter from Georgetown University. They had come to watch some other guy play in a game I was playing, and the assistant coach from Georgetown sent me a letter. It was written really fast. I think he was doing it to be kind, but it doesn't matter. He sent me a letter, and that radically transformed my existence. That radically transformed my life. And for me, that was like the pinnacle. I didn't want anything after that because I always knew I wanted to run businesses, write books, and then study psychology, right? Like, believe it or not, as much as I love basketball, I never liked college basketball. I like pro basketball. If I could have played pro basketball, I probably would have kept playing. I tried out for a USBL team. It's the United States Basketball League back then, kind of like the G League. I made it to the final cut of one of those, but that was it for me. But I learned so much just by training my mind, and it was a total accident. I found that book on accident, and you might have found this video on accident. So you're leaving so much on the table if you don't train your mind, okay? I'm telling you, it's like magic. Follow this channel to get more mental training tips, and you can always check out the Basketball Brain program at basketballbrain.com. Check it out. It's $27. It's the best $27 you'll ever spend. And also check out boingvert.com. It's our vertical jump training program. Reach out if you have any questions. Peace, guys.